Hey everyone, Eric with Rockin H TV, session number 82. Tonight we're going to, as a reader request video, go a little bit into PayPal invoicing. I'm a fan of PayPal. It works for me. It works for my business. So I'm going to show you how I use it and the benefits of it, in my opinion, and give a demonstration on right there in my account on how to use it. So that's what we're going to cover tonight. So we're going to we're going to let everyone get in the room. Kind of tongue-tied here, probably talking too fast. And then we will get going here at 8:30 Central. Thanks for tuning in. We have Alan in the house. We have Carson in the house. I know Carson's no stranger to PayPal invoicing. We have Chris out in New Zealand watching. Welcome, Chris. Hi, Kyler. Good to see you. Garrett is watching, probably giving a kid a bath if he's not out in the field. And yeah, we'll get everyone here. Hope everyone is having a good beginning of the spring. Says, nope, love it. Yep, that's right. I figured. You're no stranger to that. Eric is in the house. Alan, good to see you. Eric, I sent you a couple of photos of a sleeper. I don't know if it's good enough to cast or not, but there you go. Yeah, quit drinking. You'll talk fine. Yeah, well, you know where I'm at. Charlie, good to see you. All right, and we have David. Hello from Idaho, right on. Yeah, you've been here before, good to see you. Yeah, I hope everyone is gearing up for the end of school. Hi Josh, how are you? My kids, his daughters especially, my son just finished his first semester of college, so he is all excited. He passed with had a good semester, which is excellent. And then my daughters, they are finishing up this week and already planning a party here at the house, so I should have 4 or 5 teenage girlies hanging around the house Saturday night or Friday, one of the two. Is that water or moonshine? Actually, we could get some moonshine from the distillery just about 2 miles that away, but it's tasty, that's all I'll say. Not tonight, though. Hi, Vaughn. How are you doing? Good to see you. Actually, there's a couple guys watching. I think they sampled the Boot Hill Distillery moonshine. Creed, good to see you. Ah, there he is. Carson says this stuff was so good. Yeah, actually, you can buy that stuff online now. I forget what company. You can buy all Boot Hill Distillery products online, which is kind of cool. And that works for those of you interested in craft spirits. If you're not into craft spirits, probably not your gig. Maybe, I don't know. Because this stuff is usually on the higher end compared to, say, well, even a old Charter, even Crown Royal, I think, is cheaper than this stuff. Frankly, I think Crown is a little overrated. But anyway, Jim, good to see you. How are you? Thanks for coming in. And guess what, guys? It's 8:30, so we're just going to get going. Hey everyone, it is Eric with Rockin H TV, session 82. Welcome. We are going to go through PayPal invoicing and why I like it. This is actually a viewer request. I was visiting with another guy who was contemplating on should I or shouldn't I have electronic payments, and I'm like, oh my God. It's like 2018, for crying out loud, dude. You have to have electronic payment. You're leaving all sorts of money on the table without it. And I'm just a big fan of, for crying out loud. I've operated all of Rockin H Farm Toys through PayPal since I started it. I get maybe 10 checks a year. But that's about it. So, but dang near everything I buy and all the income I get, 98% of my income goes through PayPal, and a good portion. And I live out in no man's land, so there's nothing out here I can buy to run this business except for a little bit of paint and some brass and some incidentals here and there. Every truck, all the parts, some paint, all my decals. Everything. I buy it all in off eBay or from one of the many dealers I recommend in my notes at the Rockin H No Secrets Lab. So I've had a lot of success with it. And Garrett is saying, Crown overrated. Shut your mouth. Dude, come on, man. Knob Creek, woo! Poor little Knob Creek, neat, and you'll think Crown's bathwater. All right, but we're not here to talk about spirits. We're here to talk about PayPal invoicing. What I'm going to do is I got my PayPal account up. I'm going to kind of jockey my camera around so you don't actually see some of the stuff that I just don't want you to see it. It's not that it's a secret. It's just people may not want you seeing what. Never mind. You can't see it. All right. So here we go. So the first thing you got to do is if you don't have a PayPal account, you got to get one. And the opening page in your PayPal account will look like this on the left side. Anyways, to create an invoice, it's so stupid easy. They make it like impossible for you to screw up. Basically, you log into your account. This is your home screen when you log into your account. Over here on the left, you're just going to go right down here to create an invoice, and then boom. Oh, whoops. Looks like it timed out on me. Got to log back in. All right, give me a second. There we go. Hang on. That means I'm going to have to, okay, we're good there. Now I'll straighten you up and you can see the whole screen. Okay, so on your invoices, you can actually put your company logo or brand or whatever you want up here. It's up to you. There's a couple of templates. I've never bothered with any of this. All I do is I just show the I just use the default template. I've been doing it. Come on, guys. Let's not make this more difficult than it has to be. You can put any data over here you want as far as the invoice number if you're into that. I've never bothered to change the default invoice number. I just used it the way it is and boom, off you go. Like I said, I keep all of this stupid simple because, come on, life's more challenging. If you're going to take this to a different level and be fancy, then go ahead. But for me, I'm just using everything default. Here's the invoice date. You can change this as you wish. If you happen to use PO numbers, you can do that. Over here, there's an on due date. I've never bothered to mess with this. Normally, the way I have my business set up is I send you the bill and you pay it. I mean, because we've either had a conversation via email or something, or you bought something off my website and I just get an automatic payment and, well, never mind. Anyway, so there we go. So we'll just leave that the way it is. That's all default stuff. Here's the magic. Okay, so all you need is an email address that the person gets email with. So I'm just going to plug in each farm twice. Okay. You can carbon copy your own email address here if you want. Or carbon copy it to any person you want if there's something like that. You can bill multiple customers. Let's say you have an invoice for one item and you're going to invoice 20 people the same thing. You can do multiple people there if you want. I've never done that, never had a need for it just yet. So, okay, after this, and this is just the way I use it. Let's say you bought a Crustbuster drill from me, so we're going to do Crustbuster drill kit. White on white. And then let's say you bought 4 of them and they're $25 a piece. There you go. It does the math for you. There's $100. Oh, okay. And let's say you bought another Crustbuster kit from me and it was white on black. And those are, you just bought one of them and those are 50. Boom. Here you go. 4 at 25, $100. 1 at 50, $50. Now you can go down here and look at that. Did the math for you. You can offer a discount of anything you want. I think I'm charging $7.99 flat. I'd have to go back and look at my notes. I don't recall. You can add in your shipping there, and then here's the total. And then if you're going to add in any tax, you can add that in. You know, sometimes I'll put a greeting in there, but normally the folks that I'm doing business with know this is coming. We have a relationship of some kind, so blah blah blah. Normally on a custom truck, what I'll do is sometimes on those, if I don't know the person, I'll say the terms will be half up front, and balance due upon approval via photos on Facebook or email. So that's something I'll often put in the comments. So, and then all you do is you hit send and you're done. You can preview this if you like. So this is what your client would actually see. Okay, so this is where it's all from, blah blah blah, and there's my comments, there's everything else. And then if you're happy with it, you hit send. They'll get an email and boom, done. Okay, now this is an actual invoice. This is why I love PayPal. Let me see, is this is the right one. So I sent this email out to a guy and he's already paid for it, but what I love about this is over here you can do this shipping thing right here and you hit ship. Now watch this. It's going to create a shipping label to the guy to his address. Okay, so here's the ship from, there's the ship to, and you can edit that depending on what you're doing. This was actually an international thing. So, and I'm hiding the guy's address for him. Here, let's do this so I can have my hand back. Okay. So then you just, you know, actually I think it was like 2 pounds. I didn't actually use PayPal shipping on this particular transaction because I like USPS, the United States Postal Service shipping service, better. It's actually cheaper by quite a bit, so I use it through there. You can add shipping insurance, blah blah blah. What else? And then you can, let me see, will it calculate that? Okay, and then so it'll puke out your shipping cost, and then it just adds it to the bill. Or excuse me, you've already charged your customer for this. Hopefully you did all this ahead of time. This is an international example, so this is really a poor example, but nevertheless, you get the idea. This is what I love about PayPal invoicing, because then I don't have to bother you for a shipping address or anything like that. It's all right here, and then it just, you know, I've included the cost of shipping in the price as you saw in the invoice, and then I just go through these buttons, boom, and it's done. And then it's just taken right out of my PayPal account, and that's what I love about it. Okay. One guy had a couple of questions about the cost of shipping, or excuse me, the cost of using PayPal. So I brought this transaction up. This is a couple of replicas that I charged the guy for. These were some El Cheapos that I did. Anyway, so the purchase amount was $306.69. Here was the shipping amount. Okay, so his total was $306. But so anyways, this is the PayPal fee right here. So this was automatically deducted for allowing someone to use their credit card or debit card to pay for the stuff they sent me. And you can see it was $9.20. This was actually 3% is what I was charged. Okay, so 3% to use for my client's convenience of using their debit card or credit card. Okay, so for this particular transaction, the fee was 3%, and it does reduce as the total goes up. Okay, international sales are much higher than domestic. I will tell you that. To ship, my PayPal fee for a shipment to Australia was $17. I believe I sent out a $360 bill, and I failed to factor that in. Okay, we had a comment here. Just a second here. I'm trying to. Whoop. Okay, comment was, one hang up on PayPal shipping is if the customer doesn't have the shipping address in their account, or if the shipping address in the account is incorrect. I've run into that before. Thank you for that, Carson. Yes, so it does help if your clients do have a verified account, and for that, a verified account, they do have, I believe they have to have an accurate shipping address. If that's not correct, Carson, please point that out, but I believe that's true. Brad says, hello, thanks for doing this. You are welcome, Brad. Thanks for the idea on this particular show. So that's basically how PayPal shipping works. It's kind of a PayPal invoicing works. Kind of a down and dirty, not very glamorous deal. No, you just have to have verified banking. Okay. So you do not have to plug in an address. Okay. Well, I think most guys that are using PayPal, if they're buying stuff on the internet generally, it's been my experience so far, PayPal isn't an issue. And they do not have to have an account to pay you through PayPal, okay? I want to make that very clear. When they receive their invoice, there will be some text on their end, I believe. It'll say, don't have a PayPal account, click here. And so you just click there, and then they just enter manually their credit card information, just like checking out at Amazon, and boom, you get paid. And I've had a lot of success. I wouldn't be using this if I wasn't having so much success with it. I would tell you one thing, there are cheaper credit card vendors, processors out there. You can get it down to 1.5%, I think, depending on who you choose to use. I've just been using PayPal. I mean, $306 cost me $9. Well, actually, I passed that on, billed it into the cost of the item, but it was $9.20. And I get the convenience of the shipping. I don't have to leave my house to ship something, which I absolutely love. I just go into I turn, printers on. I can be here in the shop. I hit Control P, I package everything up, go down there, get my shipping label, come back out, put it on, set it on my front door, and I'm finished. For that convenience alone is worth $9. Because if not, I got to go down, I got to make time to go to the post office, stand in line, pay for the thing, and then go back to work or wherever I'm going. The convenience is worth 3% to me, hands down. Huge convenience for me. Okay, one other thing that came up with the in the question of how to use the invoicing was also point of sale services. Okay, I'm also using PayPal, the PayPal mobile app, along with the PayPal reader. You can use Square. I mean, there's 100 million of these now. This is just the one I'm using because I'm already on PayPal. They should be giving me money for plugging their damn business, so much. I should get a commission. So if you're using an iPhone 7 or more, you gotta have your little dongle, plug that into your phone, open up the app, and you're ready to take payments. So once you have your mobile app open, and I can't demo it because I'm using my phone, but go to YouTube, you'll see it. Once you open the mobile app up, there's a couple of different ways you can put money in. You can just say, if you're at a toy show and you're saying, well, the total is $500, well, you just put 500 in there, and if you want to add 3% PayPal fee, go ahead, I don't care. So there you go, put another $15 in there, and then, so 515, and then the guy you'll slide his card, and then on the screen, he's just going to sign the screen, and you got money, you're paid. That's it, it's done. So that's how you would do point of sale services. I only do 3 shows a year, and I really don't go with the intention of making any money anyway. I just go to have fun. But I do Lamar, Colorado. I do Dodge City here, the show I go to, and then I do St. Louis, and that's just a reason to drink beer all week and see a bunch of people that I know. And by chance, if I sell something, I pay for the trip, which is even cool. But anyway, that's the only time I ever use that thing. So, and I barely use that. 98% 98%, like I said at the beginning, 98% usually goes out in invoices, just the way I showed you a few minutes ago. Give me your email address, copy, paste, plug in the numbers, plug in the shipping, hit send, wait for you to pay, hit ship, print the shipping label, and I'm done. That's it. So hopefully, on the replay when you guys go back, this will all make sense to you if you're just tuning in. So if you have questions, now is a good time to ask those regarding PayPal and anything maybe I overlooked or didn't explain very well. This is pretty down and dirty. There's probably better videos on how to do all this on YouTube if you just go to YouTube. I would tell you the other thing about PayPal I do kind of enjoy is name recognition. Usually if I say, can I send you a PayPal invoice? They're like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, I got an account. So it's not like it's a foreign concept to other vendors out there. On my website, I'm using WooCommerce, and PayPal integrates with WooCommerce on my website flawlessly. So if I add products to my shopping cart on WooCommerce on the website, everything runs through PayPal, and it's completely hands-off by me. I mean, it's on autopilot, and I do love that as well. So that's my big pitch. I know other guys are using different vendors and having success, so pick the one that works for you and use it. But I definitely, absolutely, positively recommend doing electronic payments. Absolutely. And unless I know you very well, I don't do friends and family. I do it on occasion. I don't like to. I know there's a couple of well-known toy guys, the parts guys and whatnot, and I say, yeah, send it to me, PayPal, friends and family. And I'm like, I'll do it. But I don't want payments via PayPal, friends and family, and I don't really like making payments that way either. And the big thing for that for me is my buyers have no protection from me, and I have no protection from them. So that's the way it is. So it's a little bit of protection on each end, not without hassle, of course. But I had a guy bill me for a service of $350 back in October. I filed a claim against the guy, and because I did not do friends and family, I got my $350 back. If I had done a friends and family, gone, period. No chance of it getting back. So that's my shtick on that. Don't use PayPal, friends and family. Okay, Brad asks, so if you send an invoice, the customer can use a credit card? Yes, absolutely. I'll iterate this once more. You send them the invoice for whatever the amount is of the product you're selling. They receive it. If they don't have a PayPal account on that invoice, someplace on there, I think it says don't have a PayPal account or something. They don't make it very obvious, but it's there. They click it, and then up comes a window. They put in their name, their number, the 3-digit code, the expiration date. They hit process. You get paid. They paid, and you get paid. So there you go. I mean, I've had, what was it, last week, a guy says, I don't have PayPal, but send me the invoice and I'll figure it out. And by God, if he didn't figure it out, and I got paid. And then I used PayPal shipping and sent him his stuff. All right. Are there any other good questions? Brad, I hope that helps you. Go back and watch the replay. You can see how I did all this. There's no magic to it. I mean, it's really, really simple. And if you're nervous about it, you can't screw up. I mean, and if you screw up, the only thing you might do is lose a little money on it. But that's part of learning. I've done it. I'm there. Bought the t-shirt. Wish I had a nickel for every time I learned something and it cost me $100. Yikes. That seemed like it happened. Yeah, that happened on the Crustbuster deal. Separate thing. But it still cost me $200. But I learned a lot. Make your orders smaller. All right. Well, guys, I don't see any questions coming in, so, you know, a lot of you are already using PayPal, and hopefully this was edified what you're doing. Brad, I think you're on the fence there deciding what you want to do, so good luck with that, and hope this helps you. And, you know, check a couple of different vendors out. I mean, this is just the one I started with, the one I'm comfortable with. It feels like my favorite pair of shoes whenever I'm using it. It's just wonderful. So basically, it's all I know, but it's treated me well, and I never really had a reason to change. So that's why I use it. It works. With that, guys, I think I'll let you go. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Share's the big thing. Get these out there in the hands of people that can use them. I do appreciate that. It makes the world a better place. And I will guess I will see you next time. So with that, you guys have a great evening. We'll see ya. Bye.